Hi guys, it's Dan and Michelle with Honeymoon Always, and today we are at Sandals Royal Bahamian. We've visited every single Sandals resort and we are back at it again doing updates on these resorts. So we are back here to tell you all the updates and all the things you'll want to know if you book here. If you need any unique help, we'd love to help you. We are travel agents. You can send us an email at info@honeymoonalways.com. Or if you're ready to book right now, we have a link in the description below directly to the Sandals website, which takes you there to book yourself. And that does give us credit and let Sandals know we help you, and we appreciate that so much. Sandals Royal Bahamian is a luxury, adult-only all-inclusive located in Nassau, Bahamas. It features 2 large pools, 10 restaurants, 2 specialty food trucks, and an exotic offshore island. This resort is the closest Sandals resort to the US, which makes it perfect for shorter getaways and groups. Because of this, we find the resort has more of a party atmosphere than other resorts. Additionally, it's only about 15 minutes away from the airport, so another really quick trip. And if you book in a Butler suite, they will pick you up in a Rolls Royce. So this brings us to my first packing tip, which is that if you are flying in from the US, you will likely have a very early flight, which means that there's going to be a few hours before your room is ready for you to kind of unpack and change and all those things. So we recommend putting your swim gear in your carry-on so that when you land and you're waiting for your room, you can just hop in the pool or on the beach and hang out, grab a drink, maybe grab some lunch while you wait for your room. My next packing tip is that this resort actually has 3 restaurants that are reservation only for dinner. This also means evening wear attire is required. Now, for women, they actually don't have any rules because women are generally dressed up pretty well. But for the men, that will mean slacks and closed-toed shoes. So make sure you pack those if you're coming to this resort. Now, when it comes to restaurants, this is one of the more standard, typical Sandals resorts. So some of the restaurants that you'll see here are the type that you would see at a lot of other resorts, which means that you get a lot of people's favorite, which is Butch's Steakhouse. But on the more casual side, we really like the Italian restaurant, which has a great antipasti buffet. So there's lots of vegetables to be had there. Now for lunch, they do have 2 food trucks, which is pretty cool. One of them is seafood focused, and the other one's actually a coffee and sweets food truck. There's also crepes, and you can get some ice cream and dessert as well. Now this is a bit of a smaller resort, which means that if you're staying for a longer duration, you might want to venture off campus to try some of the local cuisine. This is called Island Inclusive, and it means that if you are staying for 7 nights or more in a Butler suite, they will take you off campus to one of their pre-selected restaurants nearby for you to enjoy.
Here on property, there are 4 different pools. You have 2 main pools. One's gonna be more lively, where the DJ's gonna be and things like that. The other pool is very calm, quiet, but you're still gonna hear a little bit of music. And then in the back of the resort is the quietest pool. Now on the private island, you have an additional pool, which also has its own swim up bar. The beaches at the resort are some of the best beaches of any Sandals resort. The water is super clear, beautiful, the sand's great as well. It is divided into 2 sides on the main part of the resort. You also have the beaches on the private island, which are very long, and it's great for snorkeling. To get to the private island, it's a quick 5-minute boat ride, and they pick you up right on the dock. They come about once an hour, but in the morning, they have a couple extra rides to make sure everyone is picked up.
This unique offshore island includes 2 secluded beaches where you can relax, go for a swim, or go snorkeling if weather permits. The island also includes a beach club with a pool, whirlpool, swim-up bar, and a restaurant. So the main part of the resort is really good for partying and kind of loud groups, but this is the place to go if you want quiet, romantic seclusion.
Now, when you are choosing your rooms here at Sandals Royal Bahamian, your location really does matter. The West Bay is going to be a little bit noisier because it's right next to the more lively pool. The East Bay is going to be a little bit better, but if you really want quiet and seclusion, you're going to need to go back to the island villages. Now over there, it's going to be quiet, you have a nice quiet pool as well, but it is next to the road, so the further you go back, it could get a little bit of road noise, so you want to bring a speaker or something to have some white noise or some music for you if you're trying to relax.
This is the room we stayed in. We love having extra space for when Dan wakes up earlier than me but doesn't want to wake me up. This is on the noisier side of the resort, so we could hear music and partying for most of the day. We noticed the website for this resort has outdated photos for the rooms, which can make it hard to know what you're going to get. If you'd like our help picking out the right room, just send us an email. We love a swim-up suite, and you might notice there's a bit of construction happening right next to this one. They're building an overwater chapel, but construction should be completed soon. And when it's built, this resort will be a great destination for weddings. Something we've noticed is that people at this resort like to be very fit. This gym was busier than I've ever seen a Sandals gym, but it's a great gym. It's just a little bit tucked away and a little bit harder to find. We find that people get a little confused. So if you want to find it, it is in the East Bay and on the 6th floor up some stairs, but just ask an employee to help you, and then you'll find a beautiful gym with a gorgeous view. This resort is a favorite for scuba divers, an activity which is included in the cost of your stay. You can also get scuba certified at Sandals, which Dan did a few years back at a relatively affordable cost. As far as excursions go, one of the most popular and famous things to do here in the Bahamas is swimming with the pigs. Now, the main Swimming with the Pigs excursion was actually easiest to access from Sandals Emerald Bay, which is now being converted into a beaches resort, so it's closed for now. You can do that excursion from this resort, but it's quite a trek. It takes a huge chunk of your day out. So if you're not quite prepared to go all the way out for that excursion, there is a closer pig excursion called a pig encounter. We've not done this one, and we don't think you'll be swimming with pigs, but you will be encountering pigs, and we'd love to hear about it, so if you do this, let us know. Another thing we like to do is head over to Baha Mar, a nearby resort which has a casino, a water park, and lots of shopping. It's a quick 5-minute drive from Sandals, and you will need to purchase a day pass to access the water park. So this has been everything we think you need to know about Sandals Royal Bahamian. If you have any questions or want any help booking, feel free to email us at info@honeymoonalways.com. If you're ready to book, we have a link in the description below that goes directly to the Sandals website, but it does give us credit for your booking, and we so appreciate that. You can also follow along with us on Instagram at Honeymoon Always, and we'll see you at the next stop.